Boys is getting quiet. Go on and get crunk. Head back to Longview, Kelly popping trunk. I ain't even tripping. Riding and I'm sipping. Let me come through 4-4, steady tipping. On that new lap. Watch the trunk crack. Let me sit sideways, CB running back. Maybe AP, maybe AD. I ain't even tripping cause we some athletes. Messing with Smitty in the summertime. He get pissed if we don't make our time. But we gon' get it cause we gotta finish. Nebraska Horn Hustlers, man, we diminish. Put them boys little, paint like a skittle. I ain't even tripping, I ain't never double dribble. Cause I'm a player from the Himalaya. Let me sit sideways, man. Maybe back door, maybe fall off. Sipping codeine cause I gotta kill a cough. Let me sit sideways in the big Benz. Oh, you boys, they my brothers, they my friends. Holla at Coach Sumlin, holla at the Stoops. Let me sit sideways in the two-door coupe. Cause I'm sitting clean, foes on the lean. Look at my pants, got a sag in my jeans. Let me sit sideways cause I'm steady coming. PT throwing that ball, let us humming. I'ma gon' catch it, I'ma gon' wretch it. Man, I'm sitting sideways, boy, show naked today.
All right, welcome to Fullback U. I mean, wow, what can I say? We are the best athletes on the team. I dare a linebacker to come in here and say some shit right now, and they won't. I got 4 guys that'll agree with me. Let's start with my left, Dimitri Flowers. How are you?
I'm great. How you doing?
You doing good. Trey Millard, how are you?
Living the dream.
Yeah. Jaxon Uhles, you, sir?
Doing well.
And Carson Meier, how are you?
I'm doing good.
Tree, let's start with, I know everybody knows where you at, but tell me where you are now.
Yeah, I signed with Jacksonville later part of last season, practice squad. And then last 2 weeks they activated me to the active roster, so I'm still there. Actually about to go back up there in a couple weeks, and I got my place all figured out, and just excited to get back to work.
Trey, where you at now?
Declaring for the XFL, live on the podcast.
Are you really? Can we sign right here?
We need to call Bob for that.
Yeah.
He's making a comeback.
Going to
I'm
Dallas.
making a comeback. Now I'm just working, man, living the dream. So,
Uhles, what you up to?
I am. Started my own company here in town, woodworking, custom furniture. It's going well.
Carson, what you got going?
Right now I'm training for Pro Day. Gonna give the NFL a shot, hoping everything works out. So see how that goes.
Yeah. Everybody wants to know. I mean, we play fullback. Why is fullback important to you, Tree, and to OU?
It's really like it's a sob story type thing. This is. I really came because of Trey. Coach Stoops.
That's
really,
real.
Coach Stoops, Coach Hype at the time said, "Look at this guy. Look at this guy's highlights." And that's what I did. Moving all over the place. He wasn't as big or as fast as I was, but he was a good athlete.
I knew some shit was gonna pop up.
I figured I'd come in and try and do as good as he did.
Yeah. Trey, what's fullback mean to you and OU?
man, OU. I mean, we're special at it, and we've got a lot of guys that have been special at a special position. It's a position that a lot of teams don't even have. So I saw that with guys before me, with Matt Clapp and Brody Eldridge, with guys right in front of me, and they moved them around and did a lot of special things with them. So I just was trying to get on that.
Jax, what about you, bro?
Yeah, kind of echoing what they said, especially being from Norman, just going to all the games. I played fullback, all the way through Pop Warner, and going to all the games, watching Seth and you, and just being a part of that tradition was something really special for me.
Carson, how about you, sir?
Yeah, for me, fullback's a little bit different. When I tell people I'm a fullback, they kind of look at me like I'm crazy being 6'5". I know the position's kind of evolved a little bit, and a lot of that I think started with Dimitri when Coach Riley came in. But the way the position has evolved, I think it's become a very important role in our offense, and I'm excited to see where it goes.
Tree, we had a lot of favorite memories, I'm sure. I'm guessing your favorite memories are fucking right behind me right now. What's your favorite memory at OU?
Yeah, it's either got to be that Iowa State game my junior year. We had a couple running backs out on the shelf, and we had Abdul, who, love Abdul. Which
Forgot about Dooley.
So we gonna start your running back. I said, all right, let's do it. And then definitely my second favorite is right up there was going to Columbus and beating Ohio State. Man, that was just such a special night for our program, and it was definitely something I'll never forget.
Trey, if you have a memory besides hurdling Texas, I would be fucking shocked.
That one's up there for sure, that whole game. But beating Notre Dame at Notre Dame was awesome, and going up there and kind of handling them boys a little bit. So that was a good one.
Jax, what you got?
It's either beating Oklahoma State for the Big 12 my first year, I think it was 15, or Tennessee's got to be up there. I mean, that was up there with Ohio State, but coming back and was pretty fun.
Carson, how about you?
I can't think of a specific game, but I got to say when our offensive line won the Joe Moore Award, to me that was something special. I mean, seeing 2 Heismans come in, go in and out, but see our offensive line, it's kind of a team award, like as a group rather than one specific person. That was just something special for me.
If y'all can, we were blessed. Bob Stoops, Lincoln Riley, Schmitty, Benny Wiley, Bullware, me for Kevin Sumlin. Tell me about your head coach, your position coach, and strength coach tree.
Yeah, so I obviously had Bob the first 3 years, or 2 really as head coach. Then Lincoln came in. He kind of took over the offense. Lincoln's a genius. It don't get better than that. And then you got, I was with Bullware all 4 years, position coach. Does a lot of great things. He was mainly a running backs coach. So, I mean, we were kind of just the extras in the room. He sometimes we'd watch a play and he wouldn't even say our name. And then you got Smitty, who's, of course, Smitty, I'm sure you've heard so many stories, all the throw-up stories, 5 a.m., Stairmaster, all that good stuff. But it definitely got us where we needed to be, we felt like.
Absolutely. Trey, how you feeling?
I had Bob for all 4, and then position coach would have been Kevin Wilson, who's also offensive coordinator, and then Heupel was the offensive coordinator for the last 3. I had Gundy for 2 as a running backs coach, and then Bullware as a senior. So I had quite a few. I jumped around. And then I had Schmitty all 4. Schmitty built.
Yep. Schmitty built. Uhles, how you feeling?
I had, same as Meach, I think. We came in right at the same time. Coach Stoops for the first 2.5 or 3, and then Coach Riley, and then we had Bullware, and then Schmitty. Personally, I had Scott most of the time. So,
Carson, what you got?
I came in the same class as Dimitri, so I had
to give him a shout-out.
Coach Stoops for 3 years, Coach Riley for 2. Position coach, I had Bullware for 4 years, and that last year we brought in Coach Beamer to kind of co-special teams coach, and he was really a guy that kind of focused on where Bullware had running backs and fullbacks. Beamer was kind of in charge of strictly the fullbacks, so it was nice having, like Dimitri said, sometimes in Coach Bullware's room there'd be a play where he might not even say anything about a fullback, where Coach Beamer, we have him in there on everything, really studying everything we're doing, and I think he was great for me. I'm really glad he came in. Strength coaches, Schmitty, he's insane, all the stories.
Yeah.
Benny came in. I had him for my last 1.5 years. He did a really good job, but it was kind of interesting to see kind of opposites almost, where Schmitty was very old school with everything he did, and Benny was very new school. So it's kind of interesting to see there. But really my guy through it all was Coach Mahala. I had him from the first day he got in to the last, and he did a great job, and I think he worked with me a lot, especially off the field and kind of coming in for extra work.
Yeah. We still got a new fullback there. We are Fullback U, but, we got Jeremiah Hall there. He had a really good year, so I'm interested to hear your thoughts on him, Tree. How you feel about him and the current team?
Feel good. He was you redshirted my last year there. Definitely picked a lot of stuff up. Eager to learn, eager to be out there and make an impact like we all did.
Trey, what you think about him and the team?
I mean, he looks like me, but uglier, you know what I'm saying, shorter. But, if you're a poor man, you got to do what you got to do.
Absolutely. Uhles, what you think about him?
Oh, man. Yeah, he came in and he was wide-eyed, and then he kind of, he settled in, and he did some good things that last half of the year, especially on scout team. He's going to be a good player.
Carson, did you school him up before you left?
He'll be great for us. I mean, coming in, I was a little nervous. He gave me a run for my money that last year. I was very impressed with the way he kind of caught on to things and learned our plays very quickly. Yeah, he's a very smart kid.
Well, I'm pissed because a lot of y'all got the ball a hell of a lot down the field, okay? Me and Uhles were 3 hand in the ground. Y'all are watching this game up here just in shock of how much Dimitri got the ball up in Iowa State. Will the fullback position, I mean, again, I was an I-formation fullback. We were lucky to call pass 26 if I was getting it in the flat. I eventually got a wheel route, but y'all made a wheel route, RPO, everything. Mm-hmm. Will our position keep evolving?
I think it definitely will, especially when you have someone like Coach Riley back there. He's not really like, I'm going to get this wide receiver, this tight end the ball every single time, he's going to expose matchups. And, you know, when we got a versatile position like that, we're matchup nightmares, and that's what we've been known for the last 4 years. So I definitely think the fullback and H-back position here at Oklahoma is going to be one of the hugest positions on the offensive side of the ball.
Fat Daddy, what you think?
I definitely agree. I think one thing about Lincoln that he's shown over and over is that he just exposes matchups. Like Mitch said, he's smart enough to get his guys in places to win. As long as you have that guy, I think it will continue to be one of the best positions on the field.
Yules, how you feeling?
For me, I think that it is evolving, but it's evolving to more of a bigger guy that can split out, play similar to Carson and these two guys that play with their hand in the ground or in the backfield or at receiver. I was a I formation fullback in a spread offense, so that's just kind of how the cookie crumbled. But I think they are some of the best athletes out there that can do multiple things, and Coach Riley will find a spot for anybody that wants to play that position at OU.
Yeah,
you're living proof. Go ahead and say.
Yeah, it's definitely an evolving position. I mean, kind of the way they're doing is kind of putting more of a tight end type body back there to play that role. And I mean, I look around this room. I think I'm the only one in here that never got a handoff in my career.
I only got one. Don't feel bad, bro. And I got body slammed in the Rose Bowl, so don't feel bad.
It was funny. My last year, I mean, I would kind of tease Coach Riley, always trying to get one. He'd always just look at me like I'm crazy. Like, you're not getting a handoff. You're not the type of fullback to get one. But I mean, the position's definitely changing.
Well, I was actually advocating for you on Twitter, and my reasoning was the game that they're watching with Dimitri. Trey got a damn 70-yard touchdown against K-State. Again, I mean, dude, I say we're the best athletes, and y'all know how it is. You got to jump with guys that you didn't think you would jump with, run with guys you didn't think you would run with. I mean, we're a do everything type of guy. I want to tell y'all, man, thank you for doing this. This has been awesome. We got to do this shit again. But we're gonna go to these Twitter questions, and my man Clark Sachs wants to know. He says basically the fullback is dying out most places, but OU still has the best athletes play fullback. What's different about the guys that OU recruits for fullback, and what do the coaches say to convince players who are so overlooked and underappreciated through most of football? Tree, you start.
I think a lot of it has to do with recruiting players to play multiple sports. I'm pretty sure everybody in here played 2 sports in high school, and we're just not typical hand in the dirt fullbacks. Jaxon, you played baseball, did a lot of different things. Everyone here did something different along the line, and the lineage speaks for itself. You come play fullback at Oklahoma, you know exactly how you're going to be remembered, I should say, when you leave this place. And if you're remembered in any negative light, then you did it to yourself, because we got some of the best guys in the country in the history playing fullback at Oklahoma.
Trey, how you feeling?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely agree. We got some great guys. I think one thing that helps us keep getting guys is just the success that people before us have had. So, I mean, even though we're going all the way back, you, JD, I mean, you had great success.
All the way back.
Hey, man, I'm old as shit, man. I know.
I could have said Seth the Trail,
yeah.
but
Yeah.
No, but you, and then, I mean, Matt Clapp had a bunch of success running the ball, and Brody moved around, and you see those guys, and the Kevin Wilson offense is what got me, and then, he had great success, and Heupel had success, then Dimitri comes, and we got Ripkowski too, and you just have all these guys that have a bunch of success, more people want to follow suit.
Yeah, great point. We are fullback U. We have 2 fucking fullbacks in the NFL. Any other college have that? Probably not. Yules, how you feeling?
Yeah, I don't know. It's pretty similar to what they said. I think with the history in the last 15 to 20 years helps get guys that are on the fence going somewhere else, or maybe playing another position. I know I was at Pitt State and I transferred back and got in contact with Coach Gundy, and he said, we'd probably move you to fullback, and that's something I hadn't done in 5 or 6 years, but I was excited to do it because I knew the history behind it, and there was a lot of great players in front of me.
Carson, what's your thoughts?
I mean, I think you look at a lot of the recruits Coach Riley's brought in, and even Dimitri. I mean, you played, running back in high school? Quarterback? You played it all? Jax was a linebacker, Wildcat quarterback. I mean, I was a tight end. I think Jeremiah was a running back. Braden Willis was kind of one of those do-it-all quarterbacks. I mean, you look at that. I mean, they're bringing in guys that aren't like one position specific. You're bringing in guys that can kind of do it all, which is really what our fullback position is going to. They don't want you just back there hand in the dirt, blocking the ISO. I mean, these guys are splitting out, playing tight end in the backfield, so they're trying to get guys that can do it all.
At K.A. Caliendo, what'd you say?
We forgot about Fingers.
Oh, yeah, true.
ISO reminded me of Fingers.
Yeah. K.A. Caliendo wants to know what attributes differentiate a fullback from other positions in the offense. Physically, they tend to be bigger than running backs, obviously, but what are the mental characteristics that make the position unique? Is there a fullback mindset tree?
I think it's definitely being willing and able to do the dirty work. You know, I'm sure all of us in this room can attest to the fact that we don't get the glory, 9 times out of 10, and there's nothing wrong with that. However, you get a player in here that starts looking for that glory, starts complaining, doing this and that, then you're just not gonna have the success. And again, it goes to all the people that played in front of me and all the people that played before me, and that's just not a fullback position in Oklahoma. That's just the culture at Oklahoma, and that's just what it is.
Trey, what's your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, you gotta be a dog, and I think one thing is, like, we talk about being a mismatch. Like, when you're in a mismatch, that means the other person's got something advantage over you too, and it's our job to make our advantage stronger than theirs. So if you got a smaller guy, you got to be big on him. If you got a big guy, you got to be fast or quick with him. And you got to be able to beat people who, have some kind of advantage over you constantly when you're kind of this, not odd, but different kind of body style and skill set. So you just got to be able to line up against people who got more skills in some spots and just still beat them.
Jax, what you think?
Yeah, I think it's definitely a mindset for sure, depending on kind of what your role is on the team. Most of the fullbacks that I've played with and know are pretty selfless guys, and will do anything for the team for sure. I mean, I got 6 plays a game, but I loved every second of it and just wanted to be out there.
Carson, what you got?
I mean, Jax hit it right on the head. The biggest thing for a fullback is a mindset and just to be selfless, because you get in there, you can't be a guy that expecting 3 touchdowns a game or something crazy like that. You got to go in there and you got to take just as much pride in creating the block that scores a touchdown just as much as catching that touchdown or getting the handoff to score.
All right, something y'all are all going to be interested in. At T-Bone at Home wants to know, Tree, should fullbacks touch the ball more and why?
I'm going to say 1,000,000% yes. You just look at history. Iowa State, we had a fullback touch the ball 20-plus times. We got to win. Ohio State, fullback touch the ball 10-plus times. We got to win. It's just a proven statistic. Fullbacks need to get the ball more. CC Lincoln Riley.
Yeah. Hey, man, I'm trying to get Lincoln on here, damn it. Hey, Trey, what you think?
Oh, yeah, you got to get him to touch the ball. Mismatches, man. I mean, that's why we have fullback U.
Absolutely. And the way you trucked that cat at Missouri, I don't know how. Were you inspired? Did you have to do something because you're from Missouri on that cat? I mean,
yeah, I had
okay,
to.
I figured. Yeah. Uhles, what's your thought? Fullback touch the ball more?
I'm for it. I think Coach Riley does a pretty good job of getting the ball to fullbacks more than other teams. But yeah, I think they're versatile guys that can do some good.
Carson, what you think?
Absolutely. You need 1 yard, you give it to the fullback. There shouldn't be anything else in your mind.
Hey, unless you got the bulldozer package. You got to take a loss on that one.
Yeah, you are
just bring
screwed.
it in, yeah.
You're screwed. Hey, man, again, thank you guys. Thank you, my producer. This is the last question. Again, we got to do this again, y'all. At JMOU13, and you can think about it if you need to. It said, who suggested the best fullback play the coaches actually implemented? I know yours, Tree. I already drew it up on the board.
Oh, yeah. I was always fighting for some plays. We were drawing stuff up in the dirt during walkthrough before practice. I'll walk up to Coach Riley and be like, all right, Coach, hear me out. And, half the time he'd look at me crazy. And there's a couple times he'd be like, damn, that was a good idea, but I can't let Meach know that was a good idea. So, I think I got a few in them.
Yep. Trey, what you think?
So I got one, but Rip scored on it. So I got hurt, and then we did a shovel eventually, and Rip got one of his touchdowns on that. But I was like, hey, that's still my guy.
Absolutely.
At least it was a running back in there.
That's funny.
We'll have to tag him in this. Hey, Uhles, what you think?
Mine was similar to Meach. We were in a walkthrough, and we were working on some goal line stuff, and I think there was a toss to the right, and Coach Riley's coaching up one of the receivers, kind of solo, and me and Baker were just messing around. I was like, hey, let me just do a counter. You can pop it right up the middle. And Coach Riley kind of looked over. He's like, I kind of like that. And we put it in. He's like, we'll save it. And then the first game rolls around, and then I'm in there with Kyler. We never ran it together, so it was pretty awkward, but it worked out.
Yeah. Carson, what you think?
So actually, in the Big 12 championship game this past year, we had a play in the fullback. I was kind of starting in the backfield, running out into the flat, and really wasn't a big read on the play. It's kind of just to draw the defender. And we ran it a couple of times, and I noticed the linebacker was playing really far behind me, so I came over to the sideline. I told Coach Riley, man, we need to wheel this up. I could wheel it up. I think I got a step on him. I mean, that's a touchdown.
Yeah.
He looks at me and says, you sound like me, Trey.
That's exactly what
We came into halftime. We come out the second half, and we ran it, but Kyler overthrew me just a step. And I mean, it was there. If I was a little bit faster, we would have had a touchdown.
I thought of something, man. I know it said that was the last question, but real quick, all of us have scored a touchdown. Favorite touchdown?
Shit. Honestly,
I know you scored so damn many. Yeah. You got to think of it for a fucking year.
my favorite one was my last one. You know, Georgia to tie it up. Unfortunately, the outcome of the game wasn't what we wanted, but it was a little busted play, scramble drill with Bake, and I was probably the epitome of my college career. Me and Bake, scramble drill.
Trey, favorite touchdown? Texas game?
That one wasn't a touchdown. That one was.
I meant the one where you stiff armed the kid and scored that. You get verticals out the backfield. I remember every play that somebody else got the ball as a fullback. Okay, trust me.
Yeah, that one was nice. The one against Missouri too. Yeah. We lost it, but I was a freshman back home. That one was nice.
Yeah. Uhles, favorite touchdown?
I was 1 for 1, and that was my favorite one. UTEP. I closed it. I put the dagger in UTEP. It was over.
Hey, I'm not even gonna lie to you. I thought you scored more than one touchdown. My bad, bro.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
He had a lot of touchdown-causing blocks.
Yes, exactly.
Hey, shout out to you.
Carson, end it for us. Favorite touchdown?
I'm gonna have to go with my touchdown against Army.
Woo!
My first touchdown ever, and I
was pumped.
I was so excited.
Yes.
I was on the field.
That was awesome.
They were holding me back.
Yeah.
Did you have 2 that game?
Just one.
He dropped one.
Oh, damn.
Did you have multiples?
Yeah.
He brought it up.
There it is,
Only
man.
one,
There you go.
bro.
Here, okay, multiple touchdown games. Here we go.
I had one against Baylor my senior year.
You didn't do Tech when we
I
scored
I should
100.
have one in Texas.
You had a good
I
catch that
three in
game, though.
Texas.
Yeah.
One,
That was a good catch.
My own fault. The other one, Landry blew a read.
Yeah.
Man.
And then 1-1. So that's it. Man, that was freaking awesome, man. We got to do it again. You got something to say?
Kansas last year had a touchdown. Coach Riley drew up the same play, coming up the middle. I mean, it was even clearer read than the first one. I mean, I was wide open on the first one.
Yep.
Come right through the line of scrimmage and tripped.
Hey,
I stood up.
Wow,
Never,
pancaked my God.
never had faster reflexes in my life.
Yeah.
Stood up as quick as I ever could.
Two knockdowns.
Ran, was still wide open, but by then Kyler had already moved on.
Man, we could do this for an hour. Me and Trey got kids and shit, so we got to get home. And, yeah, man, we are. But hey, again, man, and really, man, best of luck to Carson. He's about to make it 3 fullbacks for us in the league. And man, this is easily, no offense to Mike Stoops, Marcus Major, or D Straight and all them, but this was the best episode of Fullback. You will be back.